you what we thrifted, we tell you what we paid for it, what we're gonna sell it for, and then sometimes we paint some stuff. So if you're new here, make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you love thrift hauls, DIYs, all that stuff.
Yes, all the things.
All the things. We are excited to be here. I'm gonna pull up comments and then we are gonna get right into the haul.
I don't have enough room to set all this stuff over there.
You don't? Well, it's not so many items as it's just
They're all
a lot
big.
of stuff.
All right, so I'm going to show you some stuff back behind here so I can move it. This looks like it was done using IOD stamps.
It was, and it was not done by me. Joanne AC dropped off a bunch of stuff, so some of it came from her, and then some of it is things that I thrifted.
So this is like, it probably came from a thrift store originally. It looks like a little bamboo tray that got painted and then stamped with IOD stamps.
I probably would have paid at least $2 or $3 for that little tray, but I think what we're gonna do to it is put some dark wax on the frame to make it look like a little bit different.
Kind of leave it how it is because she did a good stamping job.
I'm gonna pull it up here, sorry.
Good.
Caitlin dropped the link.
It's
$12.95.
It's been a while since we've had a tote.
It has been a while, but I was gonna say something real quick.
Okay, do it.
All right. If you want to buy anything from tonight's thrift haul, you can pick it up at jrvhome.com. And if you're watching the replay, click live chat because Caitlin's dropping links while we're going. I just forget to say that, so I just want to get it out. Okay, proceed.
All right. So, shop tote. Looks like what we've got here, or kit tote, somewhere along those lines. I'm going to guess shop tote. But usually we pay around $3 to $4 for them.
I pay up to $5. That
Up to
was solid
$5.
wood.
This one is solid and it's screwed together really well. So very sturdy. It'll get a fun paint job, probably some stenciling or stamping.
We're gonna sell for $22.95.
Do you have it listed that we're going to paint it?
What?
Do you have it listed that we are going to paint it?
My mom is resting. Thanks for asking. Let's see.
Is she spending another night there?
She is. And Kai says the house looked beautiful. Thank you. We threw that house together really, really quickly. I tell people it's all smoke and mirrors.
We've been plugging away, and sometimes we do 8 steps forward, and then we go 13 steps back.
Yeah, well, our neighbor came over because he's doing the tiling in our showers, and he's like, he walked in, the first thing he was like, whoa! I was like, I know. We haven't even finished, and we've already kind of moved.
The dishwasher wasn't working, the stove wasn't working, the hot water wasn't working because the valve to the hot water heater was leaky. And so I had to replace the valve, and the new valve was leaking tonight, and that's why we're late, because I was dealing with a gas leak.
No, Caitlin, Gary is not supposed to be in the title. You can go ahead and remove that.
Did I say Gary in the title?
No, I put large apothecary Gary glass jar.
Apothecary Gary.
Apothecary Jerry. So I paid, I think, $7 for this one, and I'm going to sell it for $22.95, which I feel like is a smoking deal because that is giant. Show them your forearm.
It is big. It's almost as tall. It comes up to here. There's the forearm.
It's big. It has a nice thick glass, and actually, I think
show you
my
this.
friend Daisha found it first. And she's like, oh, if you want it, you can get it. It's funny because Saturday, we're lucky I was even wearing a bra when I was thrifting. Like, I could barely
Did you go
pull
Friday morning?
No, Saturday. No, Friday morning. You're right, Friday morning. I could barely pull myself enough to get out of bed. I showered. I, show up to DI. My hair's still wet. I'm not matching. And I see everybody I know. And people I don't know that recognize me through my mask. They're like, are you Jamie? And I'm like...
She's like, I'll go Friday. No one will know I'm here. It's not a busy day.
I was like, the one time I'm not pulled mostly together. It was good though. Anyways, Daisha gave me that one while we were there.
So this one was $3. We have another fun apothecary style jar that looks like it could actually be friends with that one on a short version.
For sure. These always sell really well. So if you guys have booths, do not pass over apothecary jars. I never keep them long enough, but I thought if I ever had some that didn't sell before I put them out, which they usually do, I would fill them up with candy. Like for Valentine's Day, conversation hearts would be so cute.
Or the gallon-sized tub of Reese's Pieces that Costco just delivered.
Are you excited about that?
I've already had 2 or 3 or 7
handfuls. I didn't even know it had been open.
Oh yeah, I opened that thing as soon as I saw it.
Well, we've always got the peanut M&Ms, and this is the first time I've seen the Reese's Pieces. I know they're your favorite, so I got them.
I love them.
$14.95 for that jar. How much did we pay again?
$3.
$3. That was actually a better deal than the big one because the big one was $7.
Okay, so we have. I'm just gonna get rid of some of these horns because We've got like 93 of them. All various sizes. One year we were collecting these and we were going to do like a fun Christmas display. I don't think we ever remembered to get them out.
No, I'm pretty sure there's some of these in the dead body closet too. But this time I found like a ton of them. And I paid anywhere between $2 and $4 for them, depending on the size. And the large one, this one, sorry.
So these trumpets look like they work.
This one is $6.95, this large one. And then I have a bunch of the smaller ones. And they are, I think I listed them for $4.95 for the small one. So just to give you an idea of the difference in size. Small, large. But I thought, would it not be darling to put these on a tree? Because you know I'm all about metallics. You could leave them tarnished or you could shine these stinkers up and they'd be so bright and shiny on your tree.
Yeah.
You could glitter them.
Just get a little car buffer out and go.
Ooh, I like it.
That buff them right up.
So these, I didn't do a huge markup on these because I said I was going to be done shopping. I mean, I paid $4 myself for $6.95 and I paid 2 or 3 of myself for $4.95 each. But I just thought, wouldn't somebody have so much fun with these? So.
There's a ton of them. Like I'm still grabbing some horns.
Bass wife says every time you bring up the dead body closet, it makes me laugh, which hurts tonight. Well, I'm sorry, it's making you hurt.
It's right over there.
The dead body closet's over there. I think I've shown it before in a few live videos. If I could get to the dead body closet, I'd show you.
For new viewers, we call it the dead body closet because it's where stuff goes to die, and you could actually probably fit someone in there.
Zeb looks like he
There's
wants
not someone in there, but so.
Did you try blowing on it?
So I had a.
Can you blow on it? See?
No, I had a wipe, and I blew on it earlier, and I don't know which one it was, and I'm not about to blow on an unsanitized horn from the thrift store.
I mean, it's
me and Eliza are friends in that. I don't do stranger germs from thrift store.
All right, well, fine. Anyway, there's a lot of them, so if you need some horns, I got a good deal on horns. And if you don't buy them, you're going to be sad next year because next year is the year that I'm not going to be building a farmhouse, and I'm going to have wicked displays with these horns. I actually think the bugles would be cute too for a 4th of July theme.
Yeah, the bugles are.
Yeah.
I mean,
or on a wreath. This would be so cute. Let's see. Wendy says, I thought for sure you were going to try it. Nope. Zeb's a germaphobe. So
I don't even share drinks.
He doesn't even like to share drinks with me. And we kiss all the time.
That's how you get the mono.
Well, if I have mono, you have mono.
I don't know. I don't know if it works like
Sandy
that.
says, I have a dead body cabinet. It's above our bathtub. My granddaughter had to climb up and look to see what there is. My sister Deborah and my mom, because my mom used to live with my sister Deborah, they have a dead body closet in their bathroom. It's so deep, that one closet. Like huge. You could legit crawl in there and get lost.
Actually, I'm pretty sure when we were staying there for a little while, Harrington was found in there several times.
Probably. Jean says she doesn't share either. We know Jean. Jean's the shop mom. She keeps us all sanitary. She helps me follow all the rules.
I blame it on the germs, but really, I just want all the stuff for myself. You can't have my drink.
He's the oldest of 6. He doesn't share. I was raised like an only kid, even though I have sisters, and I love to share. So weird, you'd think I wouldn't want to share. All right, so this hangs like this. It's got hooks on the back, so it sits out from the wall. It's made of metal. I would say, what kind of metal is this? I don't know.
I want to say that it's just regular metal.
Regular metal, but
regular
it's thicker.
old steel, and then this is probably some sort of tin up here, and they've painted it to look gold.
Yeah, it's got an antique gold effect. I paid $2, but I'm going to sell it for $22.95, and I'm not going to do anything. To me, that's very like French chateau. I put that in my house.
I could see this hanging in a bathroom by your tub with the candles in there all day.
For the ambiance.
Yeah.
Zeb likes baths. He's the one that's like, let's get all the baths.
So I like baths, but there's some contingencies. Most tubs don't fit me. If my knees are going to hang out when the tub's completely full, I'm out.
So Janice from Kai Love, that's her YouTube name, and I remembered her real life name. I'm feeling pretty good tonight. She says she doesn't have that sconce, but she has its siblings. And Odelia says, I don't enjoy sharing, but I borrow everyone else's stuff. Is it really called borrowing when you just take it? I mean...
I think you just threw her under that
rug. I did. Okay, so this vase, I tried to make it look pretty in the picture, but the picture does not do justice for the vase.
Let's see if we can get a close up enough and not glare. You guys
so
can
it's
see
etched
some of the
glass,
florals.
right? Is that what that's? It's like
this is etched.
It's
yeah.
etched glass, so it's not frosted. It's etched, which, in case you didn't know, is trending right now in the grandma chic category. It's thick. It's like a good thick. It's not like a thin crystal that's gonna get broken. Like this part is like this thick.
You know, it's got the etching on there, which adds a lot of flair. But what I actually love is this neck right here, and then it's got like these.
They're almost
ribbons.
like braided details or like leaves or whatever. It's just a gorgeous vase. I almost passed it up, and then I was like, wait a second. I picked that up, and I was like, yep, gotta have that. So $12.95 for that vase, which I think is a smoking deal. It's probably some sort of vintage heirloom worth like 80 bucks, but I don't know. So we're got spring coming up, so I am trying to get all the things that can be used for flowers, because even without people having flowers in their garden, people start buying fresh flowers in the new year.
So this is marked at $10, and I'm gonna wager that you got into the antique cupboard there for this one.
I did. It came from
the
the
collectibles.
Collectibles. Yep. But
And
10
the
bucks is a
section.
good deal. And I'm selling for $22.95. I sell these anywhere from $22 to $24 depending on what I pick them for.
This one has a little more heft. Sometimes these are really thin, and this one's got some pretty good feet on there that are heavy.
They're not going to break off.
Well, and it's not gonna tip over if it's.
That's like weapon grade. You could
This
hit
one
somebody
is.
with it. Yeah.
This one is. Yeah.
Oh, is it like solid silver? We should probably look before we sell.
Before you sell it for $22.95? No.
No, I don't
it's
think so.
not. It's a
Oh.
it's a plated.
What does it say on the bottom?
It doesn't say anything.
It's got a sticker. It says made in Hong Kong.
Where did you see a sticker at?
Right there on the foot.
On the foot. Yeah, I don't see any stamping.
How do you buy? Julie, if you want to buy, go to jrvhome.com, or if you like to type out lots of words, JamiRayVintageHome.com. You look at the Saturday Thrift Haul collection and everything's already listed. And Caitlin's also dropping links as we go along to kind of help you out.
This bell has some super great tone, and I want to just like go to town.
You might hurt people's ears.
Yeah, it's got a pretty serious ringer inside.
So the cool thing about this bell is there is 3 brass items, and they were listing them for $10 in the collectibles for all 3. And she could tell I wanted just the bell. She's like, I'll sell you just the bell for $5. And I'm like, yes.
This is like one of those bells. I could just see like one of those super jolly Santas just going to town in front of a store.
And it's brass.
Yeah.
It's got a good, nice, like thick handle, and it's $14.95. If you put a
do
little
love the
red
handle.
bow on that, it's a Christmas bell all day
I
long.
do love the handle.
Cynthia said, no way you share how much you buy your finds for. Oh, heck yeah. I'm an open book.
Well,
I
we
get
have
a
a lot
lot
of people that like do thrifting and flipping, and it gives people a good kind of
Yeah.
idea about what you should pay and what you can resell something for. Because a lot of this stuff, we're gonna paint it, we're gonna put stamps and stencils on it. That takes a fair amount of scrubbing. Jean
Scrub stuff.
you
She
know
works
about
for
the
us.
scrubbing.
So there's three kinds of people that watch our videos. Are you ready? There's the people who like to buy the stuff. There's the people that just want to see what we buy so they can copy us, which is cool. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
And there's the people here for the jokes. There you go.
Sometimes the jokes
And
are
sometimes people cross over all those boundaries, but there's 3 kinds of people.
good. Yeah. And sometimes we're falling asleep, so the jokes aren't so good. So hopefully you're here for the junk.
All right, so that's cast iron, which is definitely falls in the weapon grade category. I haven't found a finial quite like that before. I found the fleur-de-lis and like the artichoke, but this one's new. It's a new shape.
This one, it's probably a paperweight of some sort, but I really just like the shape of it. It's got kind of an aeronautical feel.
Yeah, you could also use it like a bookend, like on the end here. So I paid $1.50 for it, and as soon as Caitlin drops the link, I'm gonna $9.95. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. I price all the stuff right before we go live, and by the time we go live, I can't remember what I'm selling it for.
So if you're in the mood for some sleigh bells.
So I told myself I wasn't gonna buy any more Christmas stuff, and I failed, Zeb. I failed.
Sleigh bells ring.
Odelia says she's here for 2. I don't buy anything. My mom wouldn't be too happy seeing me buy more random stuff.
I see a lot of people chiming in that they're all 3 of those things. They're all 3 of the watchers.
It was further
They
up.
like the jokes, the junk, and they want to buy some stuff.
Caitlin, how much are these?
So we got a bunch.
How much did I pay for them? $1. They originally came from Provo Craft, And they're like that raw, crafty type wood. Something they probably cut out like on a CNC. It looks like plywood.
Oh, it's for sure a CNC. We
Caitlin
could make these
posted
if
the
you
link
want.
twice. Well, don't post it again. Just tell me how much they are. Please. Caitlin brought her boys over there and got to try out the
new drinking
water fountain. Oh, $8.95. I thought they were $9.95, so close. So $8.95. And we're not going to paint them. We're just selling them as is, so that way people can craft their own little sleds. This would actually be really cute on a wreath or just on a door.
Yeah.
I feel like if you wanted to give it more like oomph, you could put a big wreath and hang
it could
this from
be
it.
the wreath by itself, though.
Wouldn't
A
it be
sled
so
can
cute
be
with
a
a-
wreath.
You could put a gnome on it too.
Oh yeah.
Cute. All right.
Should I get some gnomes so people can
American
get the
Girl.
visual?
No, it's too big. It's too small for American Girl doll, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Although maybe if you kick her legs out forward. Okay.
Caitlin says that her boys love the drinking fountain and the Seas candy. Well, what? If you're coming to Aunt Jamie's, you gotta get candy.
Even if the farmhouse is stocked with treats.
I got treats for
Jamie's
days.
been working there on a very regular basis doing shiplap. She had an entire delivery of food sent to the house over there.
Odelia said those would be good for a Barbie doll. Maybe Barbie's big cousin.
Yeah.
They're a little big for Barbie.
So I'm going to show this since I'm standing up here and give you guys the close-up. So Jamie found a nativity. I'm guessing this is Joseph because we got the shepherd, angel. I'm going to say this is a wise man with some frankincense and myrrh and whatever the other one was. I can't remember.
So I paid $10 for that set. And I'm going to paint it. And now, I love that it
Joseph
has...
took a header. I don't know if Jamie saw
let me
this.
see.
It's bad.
What?
He was like that when
Let me see.
I saw it.
Let me see. What did you do that?
I didn't do anything. He was like this.
Give me
and it was
Joseph,
hard
please.
to see. Hold on just a second.
I'll look at you adoringly.
And it was hard to see that he was broken in there. You can see part of his little head back here. But I'm going to try to do some IOD paper clay magic on him.
That's why.
Because I knew you were going to paint it.
Well, now I have to paint it. I felt a little bad because they have scriptures on them, but I also don't love this color. It looks like plastic that's been left out in the sun too long and it's turned yellow.
So they I think they are, no, they're resin, so they are plastic. But anyway, Joseph, he needs a little help back there.
Let's see, I just bought a sleigh on Marketplace. I was going to put vintage ice skates. So cute. Cart said, oh no, Joseph caught weapon grade decor to the head.
Yeah,
Seas
maybe.
Candy, I don't know if it's a franchise. I just bought it. I actually posted the link to the Seas Candy earlier this week in my Facebook group because my niece, well, my great niece, so Caitlin's brother's daughter, so my great niece was selling them for her theater troupe, and I was like, I like chocolate, so. And she actually reached out to me and asked. Like if somebody's mom asks me, I might not buy stuff. But like when a kid comes directly to me and it's chocolate, I'm probably gonna buy it. So
where's the paper clay?
Odelia, I think the fundraiser is over. I think it ended Friday. But we also, Odelia, we got 2 pounds under the Christmas tree all wrapped up for Christmas. What are you looking for, sweetie?
Paper clay, it's not in its usual spot.
Paper clay. I used it on the ornaments. It's probably at the farmhouse.
Oh, yeah.
But if you go into the product room.
All right, keep showing them stuff. I'll find some.
All right, let's talk about these glasses. So these say, I'm horrible at French, feuille de thé, which means tea leaf. They've got a nice thick bottom, a really pretty handle, and they're clear, but they have a light green tint. It's probably hard to see on the camera, but you can see that they've got that raised. And on the bottom, they say, I love everything from France. I mean, it's probably not any better than stuff from America, but if it says made in France, I'm always a sucker. It says France. It's really hard to read. I don't know. I almost passed these up, but then I love the shape of them and I flipped them over. They were from France. I'm selling them each for $9.95. I looked them up and a set of, I think 6 was $60, so $9.95 each. And then you don't have to buy 6, but I've got 3 of them. So they're really pretty.
Here, I'm gonna show them this and then we can put the tins. This is just like a pressed tin box, but it's got the fun feet on it.
Yeah, I love that. Like I said, I'm getting ready for spring. This is definitely getting a new paint job. I paid $5 for it, and I believe I'm selling it for $14.95.
It's even got a little authentic rust in the bottom.
Authentic.
Right in there.
This would be perfect for like some tulips. I would probably fake. I think you need more dirt space for real ones. I don't know how much dirt space you need. But you know what? If you guys have not done this before, look up on Amazon. They sell paper white bulbs, paper whites. And this is the time of year that you force them. This would actually be perfect for paper whites bulbs. So in like January, February, when it's kind of gloomy and nothing's blooming, you put your paper whites in here and your dirt and you put it in the sun and they bloom. I usually do a few containers in the shop.
I think it would be cool to do onions. They don't require a lot of dirt, right?
Jen says, my girlfriend said Jesus should have fixed it for Joseph. Well,
can you...
$14.95, I was right.
Okay, what do you... me the jars, or the mugs that you just showed?
You don't want me to break them?
Well, no, I'm just gonna...
They're nice and thick. Like, I feel like these are pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'm planning a trip to France for my 60th birthday. Whoop, whoop. Next up, and I want to go to the UK. But I also kind of want to go back to France, but I don't know if I can go both places. Leslie said, I used to live 30 miles from Amadroca.
That would be dangerous for me.
I had toffeeettes from Seeds too.
So we've also got my grandma's flour tub. She kept the flour in like, she had tons of these and just tons of flour for baking and things.
I love these because they're the perfect canvas for stamping and stenciling. And Zeb's usually good at that. I like to paint them black and do some sort of farmhouse motif on them.
They turn out really good.
Like put milk on it with a cow, and it could be like a powdered milk can. Nobody actually wants to drink the powdered milk, but it has kind of that farmhouse nostalgia.
You know, my mom experimented with a lot of powdered milk situations when I was a kid, and there were a couple that were passable.
Should we tell them about the first time I ever had powdered milk?
I think we told them before, but let's refresh
their memory. We have new people, so maybe they don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell them.
So Zeb and I were dating. I don't know how old I was. Probably like 17 or 18. And we're eating breakfast, and I take a big swig of the milk, and I think it's weird, like, why is the milk in a pitcher, not a gallon jug? And I take a big drink, because I'm a milk drinker. If you don't know that about me, I like every night, big old cup of whole milk with ice. And I take a big drink, and I'm like, and I'm like, Zeb,
she spit it back in the cup.
The milk has turned. And he looks at me, he goes, full, like, I'm trying to say it under my breath so his mom doesn't get embarrassed, full tone. He's like, that milk isn't bad, it's powdered milk. And I was like, oh, okay. Tastes delicious.
You don't have to apologize. I never loved it growing up.
There is a brand called Thrive Life. They sell freeze-dried food, and their powdered milk tastes like non-fat milk, which is like okay if it's really, really cold. So
yeah, we drink whole milk.
That's the only passable kind.
That's all I like. And Jami puts it on ice. She does, and it makes it super frosty and cold. If she's really feeling like she needs something special, she even puts like a mug in the freezer, gets that all frosty, and then ices it.
$24.95 for that big thing, painted and stenciled. Crescent Moon says, I'm lactose intolerant. And yes, my mother, Caitlin's mother, Deborah, also loves milk. So I've been known to get a 44-ounce foam cup with pebble ice and pour the milk on top. It's so good. All right, etched floral glasses, $12.95 for the pair. Now, I do have to disclose, one of them has the teeniest, like, minute little not gonna cut yourself chip on it, but I could not pass them up because the etching, is this etched too? That's what it looks like to me.
It is.
The etching on these is beautiful. Could they tell it when you put it up front, close?
I don't know if they could. I mean, I showed them close.
Can you see
how
pretty that is? So if you've got anybody getting married, and then they've got like this little hobnail detail and then this really pretty fluted base. I couldn't pass them up. So there you go. Or for Valentine's Day, or if you just like to drink wine with a friend or milk with a friend, we're not judging. Powdered milk came in handy for cereal if you were out of milk. I'd just eat it dry. I got standards for my cereal.
So
Don't ever drink skim milk. You know what? We used to, huh?
My mom kept a year's supply of food for our large family. And when I say a year's supply, I'm not talking like 2-3 months. No, she kept an entire year's worth of food in storage. And so we would drink the milk that was powdered to rotate it through. And she would just get more milk and put it back in storage. And then she had like a little system. And
you know what I do?
Anyway, so that's why we had powdered milk when I was a kid.
When it's about 6 months from expiring, I donate it to the food pantry. I don't want to drink it. If I was desperate, I would, but I'm not desperate. All right, so a small enamel pot, $4.95. It's like American Girl size. I buy all, like, I have a few rules when I'm thrifting. One is you don't buy an apothecary vase with a lid, and never pass up enamel. I love enamel. It's just cute.
All shades and colors.
Yes. So $4.95 and then $9.95 for this pot. They sell really well in the summer. I usually do a little Americana red, white, and blue section, and I always put the blue speckled enamel, and they sell well.
You know, side note, I'm pretty sure my mom still has a year's supply of food, but she's expanded her reserves so that if the whole family needs to come for some sort of disaster, she could feed all, I don't know how many of us there are now, 35 or so.
I just have number 10 cans from Thrive Life because they make the best freeze-dried food. And if I had to eat it, I would.
She'd probably be mad at me for telling people she's got that
don't
much
be telling
food.
People. We got lots of food too.
Her prepper self would be like, what? Tell people I got food.
If you haven't known about the people from Utah, we love Jesus and we love our year supply. Google it.
Also, though, my mom would share with anybody that was in need, so.
Nikki says, I'm making a list of preppers and going on a raid. I don't have to worry about people here because there's so many people with food storage here. Why would they hit my house? Like, you got options here. All right, so remember we had that little Longaberger basket? Guess what we got?
Someone dropped off 3.
4.
4 baskets.
4, and it was Joanne AC, and she put a little sticky note that says Longaberger is awesome. Now, granted, this is not part of the set because it's different, but they all have the plastic inserts in them from Longaberger. This one says Mad 2006. What does this one say?
So this has a little...
These are expensive baskets, in case you never heard of Longaberger. I didn't know till the other day.
These
December
have a little
2007.
clasp that actually seals the lid down, and it's hard to release unless you pinch it.
Yeah, they all have these in them, and they're handmade, which is why they're kind of
the little bitty one has just like a...
What does that one have?
It just has like something like maybe you planted it or something.
Oh, okay.
It's like a plastic
So the
liner.
set of baskets is $99.95. I went online and I saw them anywhere from $150 to $200 for like 3. So I just thought $99.95 would be a good price because I don't know. I like, if you want to sell them on eBay for more, I'm good with that.
But they're really well made baskets.
The hard plastic is for food.
And the wood lids on the top are awesome.
So, Grambo said, my goal is a year's supply of toilet paper. I'm old. Do you know who also loves toilet paper? My mother. And if you guys didn't see in the group, she's been admitted to the hospital. She's got some issues going on, and they're taking good care of her. But I told her today that when I got my Costco order, that they actually had toilet paper, and it was Charmin, plus paper towels on the same day. She was super excited. She's like, oh, and they had my paper towels? And I was like, they did. She's like, yes. It made her so happy because for whatever reason here, especially since the situation started, you can find toilet paper and paper towels, but like at Costco, it's hit or miss whether you're gonna get them. And then sometimes you get toilet paper and it's not Charmin. So today we got Charmin toilet paper and Bounty paper towels in my Costco order when they delivered it. It was a good day. All right. Caitlin says, I just picked up a Sam's Club thing of toilet paper with Grandma Rose on Tuesday and paper towels. Yeah, my mom loves her paper products. All right, so... I'm
guessing this is for a tiny little light that goes up in here because it's got a place for the light to go in the back, the cord. Anna
says the baskets are good for food hoarding. I don't know if you can hoard any food after you pay $100 for 4 baskets, but maybe you can sell them and then buy more food because apparently they're worth more. I don't know.
So this is Hooten NL-182.
So it's a cute little vintage dog with the sweetest little face ever, and it was $1.50, and I could not pass it up. When I was a little girl, I had a little nightlight that had the little boy and girl praying, but I think you've seen it. I think I still have it, but they had their butt cracks hanging out of their pajamas. And I often think, in the 70s and 80s when they were making these little nightlights, they're like, I think I'll make some little kids, and I'll have their butt cracks hanging out. I don't know, but that's what I grew up with. So when I saw this, I was like, I have to have it. So
it's got like a little newspaper over here rolled up.
Oh, that's cute. Do you think somebody painted that to sell or just small? I don't know.
I think that's original glazing on the eyes there.
So apparently bamboo toilet paper is not a bad if you have to.
Bamboo toilet paper. I had some bamboo
for the
socks that were like the softest, stretchiest socks.
We have bamboo no-show socks on our website. Yeah, so. Yumiko said that she got her umbrella stand 2 days ago. It was so beautiful.
Right, I'm glad you liked it.
Eliza waxed it for you, Yumiko. Sally Von's Wall, super chat, been praying for your mom. Thank you, Sally.
Thanks, Sally.
When I went to visit my mom today, like, thank goodness they allow 2 visitors. They can come independently but not together. They also allow church leaders to come give blessings, like the laying on of hands. And Zeb and my dad have the priesthood so they can lay on a hand. So they technically aren't the visitors because they're the ecclesiastical leaders.
They tried stopping us. I'm like, we're going to go give her a blessing. And they're like, oh, okay. Right.
So that's how we get around it. We all live in the same house. So
we didn't get around it. We were there to give her a blessing, and then we bounced really quick because we knew you were going to be a hot minute.
But we were able to all see my mom, even though the situation. So I feel really blessed about that.
So this is really cool, and it still smells like the biscuits that were in here, and they smell delicious and almost slightly on the hungry side. They would have been a savory, hard, crispy biscuit, I think, by the crumbs left in here.
Is it what?
But it's got a seal on the lid right here, so it does seal down good. So you could do like sugar, flour, things like that.
Cookies in
yeah, the UK? I think so. But these are a savory, not a sweet.
Okay, this is $8.95. It's enamel. It's cute. I would put dog biscuits in it if I had a little dog. It would be cute.
So it says, Old Sheffield Village Biscuits, Country Family Cottage, ideal for kitchen and home, Old Metal Company, England since 1892.
Christine wants to know if we've eaten all the pies. Have you eaten all the pies yet? No, there's that pecan pie.
The pecan pie is like half done. You got to really pace yourself with the pecan pie because it's rich.
Did you eat the rest of the pies from Lehi Bakery?
No, those are gone.
And then I bought 3 pies just to stage my house for the tour that we did on Thursday.
I'm like, did you get the pictures of these?
You've eaten 1.5 of those.
No, your dad's actually been eating the apple. But
they had to ask me, they're like, okay, have you photographed the pie?
I'm like, did you get the pictures you needed? Because I'm eating that right now. I'm hungry.
Oh, Julia wants some of those pies. We'll bring some for you. All right. Let's see. See if there's any questions here. All right.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, go watch last Thursday's video. We kind of decorated the farmhouse up with some stuff from the shop.
If you want to buy, Caitlin's dropping links, but you can also just go to jrvhome.com and look at the Saturday Thrift Haul collection.
If you're into bears dressed as people.
Okay, so
you got to be careful with this one. It's got stuff in it.
So I found these separately. One was 75 cents because it was just the thing. And here's the thing. I don't normally buy tins, but I was like, those bears are cute. So I picked it up. And then what did I find in there? Enesco bears. And Enesco bears are collectible. So Lucy and Me is a set of bears that people collect. And this is from, I think, 1979, and some of them are from 1980. So I'm selling the whole set. And I paid $3 for this one with the bears and 75 cents. So $3.75 total. And let's see how much I don't think Caitlin dropped the link yet. I'll wait till she puts I think I put like $22.95. Diane says, I need the tin. I was born in Sheffield, and biscuits are cookies. Oh, the bears aren't in the right collection, so Caitlin's moving them over. All right.
So that they can be found.
So they can be in the right collection.
I feel like we need more wrapping on these guys. They're going to get tossed around and dinged and chipped. Right now, they're in really good condition.
All right, so those bears are almost the same age as carts. And Jen says, do you like bears, Odelia?
Odelia likes all animal things.
I swear our price is at $22.95, but I looked them up online, and I always, when it's a collectible, I try to look them up online, see what the value is, and then I price them less.
Okay, so this tin has the bears.
They are $22.95. Caitlin just dropped the link. Thank you.
Did you disclose, since it is a collectible, that this one has a little ding in the corner?
No. That's like...
I bet I can push it out. I'm just saying.
That's not even noticeable. Odelia's upset about the turtleneck. Which turtleneck? Do you want me to bring you home the cable knit turtleneck? I think we still have some. In case you don't know, we have clothes on our website too, including this sweater with the fur.
Okay, show them that big thing you're using to prop your phone up on.
We got a chest. It was $10. It's kind of big, and it opens. It's also kind of ugly, so we're gonna paint it, and we're gonna make it amazing. And then it's going to be priced at, wait for it. I don't know. I'm waiting for Caitlin. I think it was like $59.95 if I'm correct. Or the trunk will be, wait for it, $59.95. I was right. So this is going to get painted. So I'll leave this up here so I can paint it.
So there's a really cool clock here. I'll show you the face sideways here in a sec. I just kind of want to give you the whole.
They're tin fight. They said $20 is a steal. Well, I like to get good deals.
We're on to the clock. So it does have a little compartment here that opens with a magnet.
It used to have some sort of, so here's the thing, this wasn't priced, and I took it up to the front, and they always have to ask the manager to price it. I'm like, notice the dust. Also notice that it had some decor, and I'm like pointing out all the negatives for it, and she's like, $7, and I was like, done. These always sell really well for me, and this one I think I priced it at like $59.95. These are kind of like the grandfather style clocks on a smaller.
I really like them because they hang on the wall and they don't take all day to paint.
Yeah. People are forgetting what they're buying, and Donna says pecan pie is the favorite. And Denise says the green striped shirt you wore the other day is sold out. Will you get more in? Denise, I'm planning on ordering them, but in a different color because they have some fun colors. So if you need the green, email Caitlin and let her know, and I'll order another run of that.
These little nails are just breaking off. They're in there really well. So we'll have to hammer them in.
$59.95. I was right for this one. So I thought you could work on this one tonight. There's a lot of things that are going to get painted eventually, but I think this one.
Yeah, we got a ton of stuff to paint. There's a couple of more things. We've got this clock here, which the face is actually really cool, but the orangey wood's got to go.
Oh, Les, I will pray for your grandniece who's in the hospital. She had an infusion today.
Oh.
See.
So
Ophelia says her dad's a grammar freak. He is. I'm horrible at grammar.
Odelia's been starting to say "tooken" a lot. I'm like, that is not a word. It sounds like a character from Lord of the Rings.
Well, you mean Tolkien?
No, she says "tooken." It's "tooken." You said it today too.
Well, maybe it's a Utah thing.
But I was smart and I did not correct you.
Has a battery in it. Was working at the thrift store. That's a bonus. Second of all, this is like really nice thick glass in here. Cheap glass, thick glass. Selling it for more, but I'm just telling you, this is a really well-made clock. It was $82.50 originally from the store called Broadbent's in Lehi, Utah, and I will leave that sticker on there because Broadbent's is no longer. Broadbent's was a main, like a general store. And I think it was late 1800s is when they opened.
Yeah, it had been a general store its whole life.
Its whole life. It was family owned, and they wound up selling the building, and it's now, they knocked it down, which is very, very sad, but they saved a lot of the bricks. But it's just a part of Lehi history. But anyway, so I'm leaving the Broadbent.
The new police station they built there is nice and does look like it's a historical style building, but Broadbent's is gone.
So this clock I actually paid $5 for, not $82.50, and I can't imagine. Maybe that's why nobody shopped at Broadbent's, because I can't imagine paying $82.50. But you know, whatever.
Maybe it's like nope. It's just got a little.
Caitlin says she goes back and edits my post. I can't remember how much we're selling it for, but I'm gonna paint the frame because the color of the oak isn't great, but the flowers are super cute. Yeah. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I'll get it done today, but I want to paint the frame farm fresh because I think it'll play really well with the flowers.
This thing's really well made. It's sturdy. You can feel it.
Let's see.
Am I painting the clock tonight? Okay, we have like two here. Show them the stuff in this basket. This was left on the back porch. So we didn't actually thrift this. Someone lovely came and donated it, and I hope they got their 20% off.
Caitlin said she didn't realize another clock had come out. It's all right, Caitlin's pulling it up. All right, we've got these three are all gonna get painted, probably not tonight, but before they get shipped out. And they're gonna be $22.95 once they're painted. And they're gonna be very French country because they've got all these leaf and bubble details on them. This is like a candlestick light. And then there's this one that's like an urn. This is my personal favorite. They're kind of hideous right now. They're not anything to write home about. But cool painted and waxed, these things are gonna be gorgeous. The other thing about these lamps, let's see, these ones are decent weight. This one is like weapon grade. So, sorry. These were all given to me by Joanne AC, and they're going to be $22.95 once they're painted. So, there you have it. Those three. Working our way through.
Here, I'll show them this real fast.
But Kaylin, did you? Oh, the clock is going to be $19.95 when it's painted.
So
Thanks,
this
Kaylin.
is a fun little side table, and it unscrews, so we can ship this. I don't know if you put that.
I didn't put it on the website.
The whole thing comes apart.
The base unscrews too.
In several sections. Check it out.
Show me what it does. Maybe I'll sell it later. It's not. Oh.
I guess it's easy to ship.
Christy liked that. Christy and Jean, in case you don't know, they do all my shipping, and sometimes Tanea. Tanea's Jean's daughter. And occasionally me when I bought something that's really obnoxious to ship and then I ship it in penance. So this is not listed because I didn't know it came apart. Shut the front door.
It can go flat pack.
Okay, so I'm going to sell this once it's all painted for $49.95. I paid $10 for it. And should I ever get it finished, I will put it up on the website and I'll let you guys know. It's not already up there because I didn't know that it came apart like that. Jean says, wow, that is way cool. And of course Jean would love it because she helps ship. Jean is a saint because sometimes Christy does the majority of the shipping, like it's kind of her jam. But when Christy really doesn't want to ship something, Jean's like, I'll do it. I'm like, you are too cute.
I feel like Jean purposely looks for the things that she knows Christy doesn't enjoy shipping, and
Jean says Christy won't be upset about that. No, it's easy. So this cute little lamp is $9.95 and I'm not painting it. It is the cutest little, like, Americana primitive lamp. Let me see if I can, it's a really long cord. But it looks like a little candlestick, and it's got chippy paint on it. So you could repaint it or leave it as is, but I think it's really cute. I just want to see, and it's made of wood, and then the little tin, and then it's got this little plastic part where you put your little candelabra.
For the record, this thing screws back together. It's nice and tight, no wobblies.
All right, Zeb should make a pattern before it ships.
I don't have
Ain't nobody got time for that. It is a good thing.
I would love to. It's a great design. I've logged it away in my memory.
In your memory. Jean says that she tells Christy to save stuff for her. She does. All right. Here's a little 75-cent frame that actually came from Joanne AC, and I think I put it for like $8.95, and it's going to get painted. It's nice and chunky, which I like. And then we've got all these not chocolate-covered raisins.
I could really twirl in this.
Okay. This is going to be $10.95 for all these little pegs, and they are perfect if you like to make coat racks. It's a tree skirt, Zeb?
Yeah, it is. I was just trying to see what it was like to be a Douglas fir.
Somebody sewed this, or they started out with a old school like furry tree skirt, a Christmas one, and they used that as the pattern, and then they put the ruffles on top.
And they went extra.
And I think that they hot glued them, which makes me love them even more. Anyways, it was $3, and I'm selling it for $19.95 because it's dang cute.
Hey, we got a super chat.
Jamie, will you put white wax on that RD clock? I just bought it. RD clock.
The round one?
The round one? Did you buy the one from Broadbent's? Do you want Farm Fresh and white wax? Let me know. I don't do special orders, but for Yumiko, I could probably swing that.
Anyway, this tree skirt...
I thought Zeb didn't do skirts. Apparently, he does tree skirts.
I do tree skirts. All right.
Sally said you made her night with your twirl. So $19.95 for this tree skirt. It's in great shape. Shows a lot of ingenuity. It used to be one of the ugly furry Christmas skirts, and now it's like a farmhouse one. And I paid $3 for it.
You know, the waist is a little small for me, but since it Velcros in the back, we were able to make that happen.
Oh, all right. Zeb, you made Denise laugh out loud. Jamie, please move the box. This box, can you not see me? All right, we got a bee here. I was about to move the box anyways. Last week, we had the Michelle rolling pin. I won't tell you which Michelle bought it for privacy issues, but that's the best rolling pin I ever bought. I spent $1.50 on that rolling pin. I sold it for $10.95, but then Michelle not only bought the rolling pin, but $200 worth of stuff. So I am of the opinion that things with people's names or letters are a good idea. So this letter cost $4. It's made of metal. I don't know. It's like tack welded. Is that what it's called? I knew what it was called. And I'm going to sell it for... Janice says, I will buy the picture if you don't paint it. You want the horse picture?
We're about to show it.
Anyways, $14.95 for the B. So if you got a name that starts with B, or you just like the letter B, or you like mountains, this is for you. Okay. Did you like that on the fly?
The mountain joke got me.
Or...
Yeah, you're up to speed now.
All right. Okay, moving on.
This is the tiniest little mirror ever. I don't know what it's for. Maybe if you got to get that rogue eyebrow. I don't know.
Oh, the picture frame. That one? You don't want me to paint that one?
No painting this picture frame. It was 75 cents. It's really cool, chunky frame.
Okay, I won't paint it if that's what you want. Okay. It's a baby mirror. I think we already showed the mirror. Yeah, he's late on the uptick. All right, let's show the
You already showed the mirror. What was I doing?
Twirling in a skirt.
Oh, must have been. It was, you know, you could skip in it too.
Or skipping. Skipping. All right, can you get the big art over there? It's the big situation.
The wall art?
The wall art.
The metal wall art?
It's huge. All right. Janice says, thank you. Yes, so don't paint that mirror. That's for Janice. All right.
Don't paint the mirror. Okay.
This has got like this chippy barnwood on the back, and it is wood. And it's got hanging hardware, and I paid $15 for it, which is kind of a lot for thrift store decor, but it's giant, and it's got this cool metal detail on here. I'm leaving it as is, but you could also paint it, and I'm selling for $79.95, mostly due to the fact that this is going to take like 2 hours to package, and Christy will beat me, so I have to charge enough for it that I can also tip her with
Christy's a sweetheart, and you keep referring to her as like...
Hey, she keeps me in line.
I think you're secretly scared of her.
I'm scared of her when she doesn't want to ship stuff, but she does anyway. So I'm going to price it at $79.95 and buy her burrito meal. So if you want this, Christy will ship it to you. Or Jean. Jean says it's not that bad. Jean's sweet. Christy and I have been best friends for the better part of 13 years, and we know each other. She takes good care of me.
I've discovered girls have like 18 best friends.
It's true.
Because you use that term, and I'm like, wait, you
say that Aaron and Wyatt are your best friends, but I know who's your real best friend.
You are, but I actually, you're the only one. I don't use the term best friends.
Cape says, Jean, do you want a burrito or not? All right, so this came from Joanne AC, and I'm going to sell it for $59.95, and I'm going to paint the frame, and it's from Franklin Picture Co. At Atlanta. It's Atlanta, Chicago, they're all over the place, and they've been open over 100 years. And inspector number 1 said that it was okay. I'm going to paint the frame. I love the mat, I love the horses, I don't love the frame. So, Natasha says, you pay people in burritos, where do I sign up? Girl, I pay people in burritos, in chicken nugget kids meals from the gas station burger shop down the street.
So I asked Harrington a question the other day. I posed it to him. I'm like, would you rather be skinny or have a taco every day of your life? And then the option was soft or hard taco.
There you go. Jean says she couldn't turn down a burrito. And Heidi says if inspector number 1 says it's okay, then it must be good.
Yeah, he's the number 1 guy, or she,
Nobody goes hungry around here, although I feel bad because I didn't feed, I normally feed them on Thursday, and I showed up too late, and they'd already ordered Jimmy John's, so. And Not Too Shabby Patty says I'd work for chocolate. Well, that's good, because there's chocolate in the fridge.
Hey.
All right, I think this will last. I keep saying
there's one more table. You got a ton of stuff.
This is a toile quilt. It is not hand quilted, but it's really, really cute. It's like black and cream.
I'll bring it close. And check out the striping on the back.
Ticking stripe on the back, toile on the front, $4, and I'm going to sell it for $19.95. I would say that it's like crib size, but it's a little bit bigger. It's more like a lap quilt. The dimensions are on the listing.
It would be really good just like on your couch.
Caitlin says she always looks for candy when she's here at the shop, and she's not here a lot. Jean says nobody is mad and we aren't hangry. That's true. So this quilt would be super cute folded up in one of those laundry carts that I use. I always love to have a fun quilt in there. It would also look really good on the back of a bench or a couch. So
okay, so this one, I don't know if it comes apart. It looks like it might.
I did not list that one because I don't believe that it comes apart. I paid $25 for this. And it's kind of ginormous, but it's really heavy. It's got a drawer, and I'm obsessed with the legs. Anything with the swirly legs, and then it's got a caned bottom, bun feet, all the things, and these always look super cute in the shop staged up.
This one comes apart too.
What? Well, I'm gonna sell this one for $125 because it's like sturdy McSturdy.
Wait a tick.
But I know it's not on the website, so people can't buy it. You'll have to wait till I get it finished.
But we could put it. I'm just gonna demonstrate.
I don't think I don't think this is coming off.
Oh, it comes off.
I should just talk to you before I assume that things don't come apart. Donna, I'm not gonna paint it. I am gonna paint this thing.
Okay,
it's not like.
All right, we got 3 bun feet. It's got adjustable feet on the bottom. It's
they
not
actually
that
did this thing where the machine put fake brush strokes in it because it's not hand painted.
Oh yeah, this is a cool piece.
Zeb just knows everything. It's true, apparently. Jane says I love that table.
I'm the
for
guy that
$125, it can be yours. Jane.
I have fixed.
It's not on the website, so you gotta message the Caitlin.
I have fixed many a piece of furniture, so I usually have a pretty good gauge on how they come apart.
That is, I mean, it's still gonna need a pretty decent sized box to ship it. But I think I could do $125.
It's gonna be like the new thing. Can I find modular furniture that comes apart?
And you know what's funny is that I had zero clue, but I happened to pick up the 2 tables that were small and came apart.
There you go. Perfect little end table with a drawer.
Done.
Easy to ship.
I
gotta put it back together now.
Yeah, because I gotta paint it.
What are you painting tonight? What do you need?
What color am I painting the big clock? Did somebody buy it? I don't know what color Zep's painting it, and I don't know if somebody bought it yet. So I don't know anything. Caitlin could tell you. The table looks like Bombay Company. It might be. It's like heavy, like their furniture. The thing about Bombay Company is their furniture is well made and it's heavy. It's MDF, like all of it. But it holds together.
But they use these inserts, like the screw-in inserts, so the wood doesn't actually break out. That it's good stuff.
The ship cost for $125, I think, is like $44. I don't know. Caitlin can tell you. We have like a tier of shipping. What's MDF? It's medium density fiberboard. They actually take little fibers from wood and they mush it together with glue and they make furniture. Okay, I'm going to be painting this. I don't know what color. You're going to be a minute, so.
Yeah, I'll be just a few more seconds.
Okay.
Probably a good, I would say 58 more seconds.
58, not 59?
No.
Okay. I'm going to paint that chest mermaid tail because it
that'll be fun. That'll give it.
Looks like a.
Are you going to make it like a nautical chest?
A nautical chest? I don't know, but I'm hoping I can paint it. I've been putting shiplap up all day, and while Zeb has also been working, for whatever reason, the last few weeks, I've gotten the really physical jobs.
Well, you took it upon yourself to start doing shiplap, and I've been...
I can't, my wrists are not working.
I've been chasing... So, you know, we did the rough-in electrical and past that, but then once you have the rough-in done, you've got to make all of... Oh, that is tight. Crescent
Moon says mermaid tail, very boho.
You got to make all of the switches and the 3-way switches and everything work. And I'm not good at 3-way switches, so I kind of did some interesting
Les and Lolly are sharing
stuff.
jokes. Oh, this is not the right brush for this.
No, you have to squeeze past again.
It's okay, I'll slap your butt.
Okay. Only if you take me out to dinner.
You're an expensive date.
This is the time of day where even if I've had dinner, I could still be hungry.
I gotta pay to play?
Yep.
Alright. What are you knocking over? Lolly and Les are apparently telling jokes. I have to be careful because I get joking with Les and I talk about stuff that I should, and then Zeb gets upset at me.
I never get upset.
He had words. Les and I get in trouble.
I make suggestions.
I'm using DIY paint. It's all natural, clay-based, and you can buy it at JamiRayVintage.com. So that's our other website, in case you didn't know, and you're new here. That's where we carry all of our DIY supplies.
Like this air dry clay and the paint.
Also, I don't think Caitlin sent out an email, but we just restocked a bunch of the new flat pack transfers, including Flora, I can't say the word Periensis. So if you've been waiting for the new IOD
I have to read it.
Formatted transfers, we have them.
All right, Joseph, here we go, buddy. It's time for surgery.
Hey, Joseph was a carpenter and so are you.
Buckle up. I bet you he could make some really good stuff. I just kind of have a lot of power tools.
Hey, a carpenter means you cut up wood and you make it into new stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna just do this. His turban just grew. Is that what you call him, a turban?
Can you stencil flour on the metal canister? Yes, if we get to it. We will paint it. If we can't get to it, we'll do it later. Did you buy it, Leslie? Is that why you're asking? We can do that for you, even if it's off camera. This table is squeaky.
This table's been on its way out since we had it. That's why Molly left it with us.
It actually wasn't so bad till we raised it to make it standing height. Ironically, we very seldom stand at it. We sit because we're usually tired. All right. Oops, I don't want to get, I just took this off the rack, this sweatshirt. I had it in black, but I didn't have it in this burgundy color. Oh, also, if you guys haven't watched, we did a home tour on Thursday showing off our Christmas decor. It may be the only Christmas tour you get this year because we're busy. And I was in rare form, so if I seemed weird, it's because I was tired and stressed, mostly tired. And we literally threw that stuff together in like 30 minutes. I went a little crazy shopping at the shop. I haven't been able to buy a lot of my own stuff. I just get to decorate with it at the store, so I was super excited to put the things that I've been dreaming about in my house. Because in case you didn't know, I buy stuff because I want it, and if other people want it too, then I sell it. That's how I pick stuff. I say, do I want that in my house? It's also why we do sell like French soap, because Zeb likes the French soap.
It's true.
Zeb, is Tony still helping?
He had some engagements this weekend, but the guy just keeps showing up. I'm like, man, I can't scare you off. But he's a great friend, and you know, we've been busy. We've lived close to each other for about 10 years now, and we've been so busy we haven't really done much together, and it's been great just working together and reminiscing. And we've both decided it's his turn to get the next fixer-upper.
Tony has moved 27 times since he's been married.
Yeah, they flip houses. They buy them, and then they fix them up.
They rent them sometimes.
And then they move down the street.
And Zeb and Tony were talking about how they're going to start playing basketball again because we have that great basketball hoop in the front.
Tony and I played basketball since I was 13.
And Zeb's like, I'm like, we're going to relive the glory days. And Zeb's like, we are in our glory days.
Yeah.
So this is Mermaid Tail. It's a really pretty boho color, a nice jewel tone. I don't know what else I'm doing with this. I'm just starting with this. It felt right to start with this color. I actually think a floral transfer would be pretty on here too. So this may be something that I do a base coat on, and then I come back and put a transfer on it Monday once it's dry. You know, it'd be pretty with butterflies on it.
That? Yeah, it would.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm really focused on my sculpting over here. I'm trying to save Joseph.
We keep getting asked if at the farmhouse we're going to fill all the nail holes in the shiplap, and the easy answer is no.
No.
I was waiting for them.
I shook my head.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. And we may not even get it painted right away. The shiplap's already painted, like not just primed, but for an extra $1 per board, it comes pre-painted.
You really smeared
my brand new iPhone 12.
Mine didn't look new 10 minutes after I got it.
Right. Les says, I only laugh on Saturday nights with the Jami and Seb show.
Thanks, Les. We're glad we can help you out with that because laughing is good.
Oh, Lorena purchased the Nativity set. Sweet.
Oh.
So I don't know if we'll get around to painting it tonight, but it will be painted and waxed, and it's going to be super cute. And Joseph got a new head. We started painting. Can you move that biscuit container? Because I'm pretty sure it already sold, and I don't want to get mermaid tail on it. We started painting nativities last year, and since then we have seen a ton of painted nativities, and they're kind of fun. Debbie from Debbie's Design Diary said she was going to do a boho nativity, and I haven't seen it yet.
It's almost past time, unless she's going to do it in the spring.
And I keep saying I'm going to stop buying Christmas, but then I see stuff.
It's because you're still in season.
That's right.
You're still feeling the Christmas spirit.
Don't worry, Jean will wipe the paint off. Jean does clean the paint off. DIY paint is water soluble, which makes it great for cleaning off things. Also, if you want to just use a damp rag, you can use that to distress.
Okay, so he's not going to be perfect, but I think if we use the thick DIY paint, that
you know I will.
We can mask some of the imperfections.
Now I gotta...
I'll show you guys up close. Give me just a sec here. We're almost there.
So I think this is going to for sure get the butterfly transfer on it and maybe some white wax to soften it, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It already looks better painted. Okay, just a little bit on there. Tarnia says when the global situation is over, she's coming to the U.S. to visit us.
Do it.
I love it. That's good because Zeb wants to go to Australia, but I just can't commit to a 20-hour flight. You could give me some Valium, then maybe I'd make it.
Maybe.
Not guaranteeing anything.
Okay, so you can see where the paper clay is. That's where his head was broken off. And I just used that paper clay. And now he's got a new hat and a new side of his hat / cloak.
If you have any injured nativities, don't throw them away. Just repair them, glue them, paper clay them, and paint them. Ours is painted, I think, weathered wood and white wax at home.
Yeah.
It's still in the box. I haven't actually unboxed any of my Christmas decorations. I've only got new ones.
So we're going to put that over to the side so it can get good and dry. Then we'll paint it.
All right. I'm just finishing my chest here. I've almost got to this is about half full, and I think it's about done now. Les loves the color, and Jack says looks great. And then I bought a blue ceramic nativity scene with only one piece missing, the star of the show. I'm now on the lookout for a new baby Jesus. I bet you can find one. They should have a place where you can send all your odds and ends nativity pieces that didn't break, and then people can make new nativities. They can marry them.
All right, we're painting this as well, right?
What? Yes, you're in charge of painting the clock.
Okay.
It's already 9:41, so you got to get to it.
Oh, we're already over, but we started late.
We started late. So I was thinking though, let's put 2 molds on it, but I don't.
We can do that later.
Do we have glue? Yeah, we'll paint it now.
The glue is also at the farmhouse.
Oh, everything's at the farmhouse. Okay,
yeah.
So we're gonna paint it now, and then I'm gonna use the IOD to do 2 molds on there. That one's gonna be good.
Let me go grab a brush.
Whew, I'm gonna be busy this week. I gotta come in on Monday and get this stuff painted. Jean may have to help me. She's a good little painter. She's a lot neater than I am. All right, already 1,000 times better than this mermaid tail. Where did you go, Zeb?
I had to get a brush.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
And now I must make a paint selection.
Alright, well, I painted mine. I did my paint duty. I'm going to read comments while you paint that. Mostly because my wrist hurts from shiplapping all day. That nail gun gets heavy. Alright.
We did gray last week, didn't we?
Love you too, Heidi. She's going to go pick up her kid. Caitlin, how long is that? Oh, Caitlin's giving we have the gift certificate. If you buy $100, you get a gift certificate for a certain amount. I can't remember, $20? Is that right, Caitlin? And it's available on both websites, but on the January Vintage website, the $20 is not eligible for any DIY products because you can never mark those down. It's company policy. So, also, every purchase from jrbhome.com gets a free cloth mask while supplies last. Otherwise known as, I bought too many of them and I'm tired of selling them, so you get one for free with every purchase.
Okay, alright. Okay, I'm going to bring 2 options.
Just see if there's...
Never mind. I'm not bringing 2 options.
Amy says just fly first class with the seats that fold down into beds. That would be option, but we're not rich. I would love to. In fact, when we went to France, we had Comfort Plus, which is a little bit spendy, and we were right behind first class, which basically just made it painful because while I was enjoying my basic meal, they had the deluxe meal. While I was trying to get comfortable in my seat, they were fully laying down and sleeping with their warm little blankets for first class. First class is definitely the way to go.
Maybe someday.
Someday. Remember when that drop cloth was white? Which one? There's not a drop cloth on this table.
No drop cloth on here. Okay. So, I've got some beadboard and a touch of bohemian blue. Just gonna tint it a little bit.
What are you? You're going.
I just wanted to. I think a light white color would be good because the black will come through real nice.
A light white?
But I'm just gonna have a little bit of fun with the blue.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm gonna just watch you.
Watch the train wreck happen.
Watch it. Swipe it like a windshield wiper.
Hopefully I mixed up enough. So I basically just have my brush dipped and then about this much of beadboard. Can you see the glob?
The globulin? It's about that much.
Now I'm gonna mix it up with the brush and now you'll be able to see it better.
Jana thought it was a drop cloth. It's not. We just never covered the table. I've thought about sanding it smooth and sealing it because sometimes we get paint like transfer that we don't necessarily want. Oh, it's like oceany. Are you gonna put more white over it or are you just gonna go with it?
I think I'm just gonna go with it.
I actually think if we did like a white wax, like especially since we're gonna put the little details there, that would
bring a little bit of black through.
You're doing good. How many thrift hauls have we done now?
So this is 126 or 127. I can't remember.
127 thrift hauls. When we have 200 thrift hauls, we should do a 2-hour special, and then we might actually get everything painted on the live.
Maybe.
2 hours.
I think that's only a year away.
Jamie, what wax or finish are you going to put on the box? I don't know. For sure, I'm going to distress it and clear wax it and let it sit. I'm going to put, I think, the butterfly transfer on, and then I'll decide if I'm going to do white or dark wax, depending on what the butterflies look like on it. Whatever wax I do, it's not going to be an all-over wax. It's just going to be like in the details kind of wax, almost like a blended type finish, because I want the butterflies to be the star of the show.
Your phone's in danger.
My phone's in danger. But I also have to put the butterflies next to it and make sure that I feel like the colors match. So if I don't do butterflies, I'm going to put flowers, one or the other. Because spring is coming, so everything, it's December, but spring is coming, so everything is ready for spring. Are you doing 2 coats? Yes. So I did 1 coat of the mermaid tail and it's still a little bit streaky. So it's going to get a 2nd coat before I put the transfers on it. And then I'll do some wet distressing and some waxing. Sally says they were just in Amish country in October. Jean likes the flowers idea. And Crescent Moon just ordered a gift card for each website, so she gets the deal.
Nice.
So for the gift cards, once you order them, then Caitlin, because the websites don't do it automatically, give her 24 hours and then she'll email you your codes. And that special is good till this Friday, which is, hold on. Today is Saturday the 5th. December 12th, December 11th, 2020. I always have to give the date because people watch replays and then they don't know what we're talking about.
They'll be watching 3 years from now and they'll be like, hey!
Be like 3 years later. It's good until Friday, December 11th at 11:59 p.m. MST to be exact. Caitlin is very exacting because she's the one that answers all the questions.
Alright, so we're getting a fun blend with this.
I know. Question. Are you going to put a 2nd coat on that before you leave tonight? Because you made a special blend? Or are we going to distress it and
I think
white
just
wax
a distress and a wax.
Okay.
Like a heavy wax will be just what it ordered up.
I'll put the molds on there on Monday So in case you don't know what I'm talking about with molds, we have these IOD molds and you put paper clay in and you can put little like applique details on things. Because originally it had some right there. Caitlin says legit she's had people email her about sales that happened 2 years before. That's why we always like to give you a date. It's like I feel like we need to go to the ocean. Look at the colors we picked.
I know we had, well, I was going to go green because I go green often and not everybody loves green the way I do. So I'm like, blue and a little bit of white mixed in there. That could work.
I just want you to know that I am planning a trip to somewhere warm and sandy next year. And you're coming with me.
Oh.
I mean, if you don't want to.
Okay.
Super chat. Yumiko says, almost every time I catch a live thrift haul, I buy something.
Thanks
Yumiko,
for the super
what was I
chat.
doing for you?
You were painting.
She wanted me to paint something. Now I can't remember. I have to ask Caitlin.
You have to watch the replay.
Shoot. I know I promised her something. Yumiko, tell me and I'll put it in my phone. Brave said we can go to Jacksonville. We'll probably go somewhere, you know, like Hawaii. Because that's where I like to go. Jean says we're grateful for everyone and their support. We are. Because it's not just Zeb and I. We have a whole team of awesomeness here. We can't do without them.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a loaded brush. I need you to swipe the bottom.
Oh, Les's formal name is Les Sterle. Lesterle. It's true. I've seen her full name.
There you go. All right, did you get that?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for Zeb. You missed a spot. I'm waiting for you
I
to
gotta get this whole front.
Oh, the white wax on the round clock. Okay, that's what it was. So farm fresh, and I'm doing white wax, which I actually probably would have done anyways because
She likes the white
I
wax.
like the white wax with the farm fresh.
I'm gonna flip this so you guys can see.
Hold on, I can't.
Are you having a struggle?
Well, I mean, no, but it's a very difficult angle to be in. And I don't want to push hard and make it streaky, so I gotta push
Yeah,
soft.
because we're only doing kind of a one coat and done on this.
So here's the trick. If you're brushing it and it starts to get streaky, go over it again with a little bit more paint and just go super soft. And usually you get better coverage. Pro tip. Odelia says she wishes it would snow in Utah. I'm like, Odelia, shh.
I wish it would snow too. It's been cold, but...
What color is the clock Zeb is painting? So it's bohemian blue and beadboard blended together.
So if you go back about 6 or 7 minutes on the video, you'll be able to see how I mixed it.
Ooh, Amy's going to Cancun in a few weeks.
Okay, watch your elbow. Okay, can you guys see that? How that's kind of got this fun, kind of blended look, but no spray on this. Just put my paint together.
I'm just texting the shop to remind myself. JRB Lehi, white wax.
Okay.
And then stencil flower on the big tin. I think I got everything. And don't paint square mirror.
Don't paint square mirror.
These are all we're not supposed to do special requests, but I'm doing it right now. Don't paint
Caitlin's gonna be like, hey, everybody's gonna want special requests.
I texted the shop because Jean and Christy are my brain. So now it's on the shop phone. The phone that they answer at the shop is like a cell phone, not a landline, so I can text it. That's how I remember things. Can't rely on my brain these days. It's sketchy. Okay. Wax versus sealer. Which ones wear better? So I like wax because if it gets scratched or whatever, you can usually lightly sand it and re-wax it. But if it's like a dining table, it's gonna have a lot of liquid on it and it's gonna have heat because wax does, it's like wax will melt with heat. Then I use a liquid sealer. So Donna says I'm doing great for the special orders. I'm doing what I can, but nobody else gets special orders because I'm not gonna remember. 3's my max. All right, let's see if we've got any more questions. Cynthia says it looks much better. And Lolly says I do big top if used a lot of wax, if less, so drawers, legs. I don't know what she's saying. That's a lot of words. I'm too tired. I am too tired.
She's answering the question. She's giving advice on wax versus...
Okay. All right, I think I answered everybody. Okay, you guys, thank you for joining us tonight. If you're interested in buying anything you saw, you can hit up jrvhome.com. Or if you like to type it out, JamiRayVintageHome.com. Just don't put an E on the end of Jami because it won't take you there. And then if you want the paint that we used, go to JamiRayVintage.com. I had to think about that. JamiRayVintage.com. It's been a long day. And we have the stencils that we design and our paint and our waxes and IOD. Anything you could possibly want in the boutique world that's amazing. We pretty much carry it all. You can hit up that website. Both those websites help support our channel. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
And Saturday night thrift hauls.
And a little bit of paint blending. Hopefully
Good
you guys
job,
like that.
Zeb Ray. Boom.
All right, guys. We'll see you sometime Monday.
I'm tired. I am. I put lipstick on so people wouldn't know how tired I was.
Oh, we also got the shop sign crooked. Oh well.